How did I find out I'm pregnant? Today I'll be talking about the symptoms I experienced early on in my pregnancy and also do a baby bump check for you. The dress that I'm wearing I got years and years ago with my lover, of course, in California. I like to get rid of things, and strangely I never got rid of it, but it truly helps to show my bumps. So I'll be doing a bump check with you today. I have a little list here of the things that I remember. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but I do want to say that I have a nurse that checks in with me every few weeks. I'm really grateful for that because I don't have my biological family nearby, and I miss them greatly. I miss my mom. It would have been nice to have them around, but it truly helps to have the nurse to check in with, because she stresses and emphasizes mental health a lot. And it's helpful for me because, especially being pregnant, it's important that I take care of myself physically by exercising, because it helps with my mental state, and also to make sure that I take care of myself mentally, that is staying positive. I've been doing much better since I quit my job. Early on in my pregnancy, it was very hard for me, but I am doing much better now. So I try to get up, smile, be grateful for the things that I have, and have a list of things to do throughout the day to keep myself busy. And most importantly, staying positive. So with that, I'll start on the symptoms I experienced early on. So I do keep track of my period. A few years ago, I started really keeping track of it, so I know when my last period was. And I do have regular periods, so I always know when my period is coming. Sometimes it's a day or two late, but at the same time it always comes around the same time each month. So I had been expecting my period. I had pain that felt like premenstrual cramp, and so I thought, okay, my period is about to come. So I started using pads to prevent having accidents. I did that for an entire week. The entire week that my period should have happened, and it just never came. It never came. So I just thought, okay, my period is late. And there are changes in my life around that time that I thought may have contributed to it, and so I was just waiting for it to come, and it just didn't come. It never occurred to me that I could have been pregnant, because I thought, okay, it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And 35 days went by, it never came. I still had no clue. So then I noticed that I didn't have acid reflux anymore. If you've watched any of my videos, I seriously have a video where I'm crying because I had terrible acid reflux. I thought that was strange, but again, I had a few changes in my life that I thought contributed to it. For example, I started drinking alkaline water, so I think 7.5 to 8.5 pH water, And I thought that was helping me a lot, and that was way before I got pregnant, and it was helping me. So there was that. And that was a symptom of being pregnant. Although most people experience the opposite, that when they get pregnant, their acid reflux gets worse. Or they start having acid reflux. The other symptom I had was shortness of breath. I would be down in the basement, walk upstairs. I mean, there are quite a few stairs here, but as someone who was going to the gym regularly, it just didn't make sense that I would be so short of breath after going up a few stairs. So that was strange for me, but I never thought anything about it then. I also noticed that, for example, I got agitated and frustrated and had to tell someone something, and I was talking and I felt out of breath. It was very strange, you know. So there was that. The next symptom I noticed was that I was gaining weight. I was gaining weight and I was not eating as much as I normally do. And that didn't make any sense to me. And actually, when I finally started catching on that something wasn't right, I went to work and my pants didn't fit me. That really flew me off, because that never really happens to me. That I'm not eating and I still gain weight, and to the point where my pants don't fit me. So then I started thinking that I need to get a pregnancy test. But even then it was more of a joke, because I had been talking and saying, oh, you know, I'm getting a tummy, I need to start exercising and going to the gym. So anyway, what truly did it for me was that my partner was going out of town and I had to take him to the airport. He had 3 suitcases, and normally I have no problem lifting weights. He hates it. He hates me lifting weight, lifting heavy things. And so he was about to leave. His suitcases were already downstairs, and he was about to put them in the car. I told him, I was just like, I cannot help you. I'm really sorry, but I can't help you to put your suitcase in the car. I just don't feel like lifting weights. I don't feel like I have the energy to be able to lift them, to put them in the car. And he was just like, oh, it's okay, it's no problem at all. Don't worry about it. So he put the suitcase in the car by himself. But then when we got in the car, and as we were getting into the airport, I told him, you know, something's wrong with me, because normally I have absolutely no issue with lifting weights, and I couldn't even help you to put your suitcase in the car. So I need to, I should probably take a pregnancy test. Yeah, so that truly did it for me, because it didn't make sense why I couldn't lift the suitcases. So I ended up coming back home. I thought about it some more, but I still didn't take the test. A few days later, I finally decided to go to the store and buy a pregnancy test. I did, and it was positive. I was so happy. I was so shocked, so surprised, because I was not expecting it at all. I wasn't. It was just the most wonderful, shocking news that I got. And he was gone. My partner was gone. So I was just like, now what? I had to call him to tell him that I'm pregnant. He was very happy. Yeah. Those are the symptoms that I remember most. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but it's just been a fun, wonderful journey so far. I just have to work on myself, keep improving every day, and make sure that I take care of my mental health, so that when the baby is here, we can bond and connect and do well. With that, I'm gonna move on to the baby bump check. There it is. I think I'm a little too close to the camera for you to see, but it is growing. It's getting bigger. I like this dress because I think it might look better in person, but it truly shows the bump. All right, well, thank you for checking in with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.